Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Terrence Bud Crawford, weighing in at 140 pounds. He's 5 foot 7 inches tall with a reach of 74 inches. And standing across Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time. Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico.
This bout is scheduled.
All the talking has been done. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. One punch could change everything in this battle. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The crowd has settled into their seats. They are ready to see something special at this amazing venue.
You're getting everything tonight. And you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses because you're going to be so transparent or laid out there.
And they figure out the combination to this sink.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punching. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Throws the uppercut but misses. And he wasn't ready for a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. And there's the bell for round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter shot. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Nice counter shot. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter punching. How about that time counter shot? A straight right just misses. And he scores with the counter. An uppercut does not score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about coffee. The bell rings and we start the third. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. The courage on display here is incredible. There's a counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Done with that counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A perfect counter lands. Done with that counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Here we go. In round 4, who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Just misses with the right uppercut. No rest for the weary. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Tom. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Beautiful counter shot. Nope, that hook won't score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. How about that time counter shot? The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot... On to the 5th we go. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
wasn't ready for that counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Those counter punches have to hurt. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Catch and shoot. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. That counter punch caught him clean. That big hook doesn't land. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working. This is the beginning of round 6. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nice exchange here from both men. Fighters landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That uppercut just missed. Nice defense on that hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talking about Crawford in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Here we go. It's round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Punch, counter punch. Good counter punching. Right hook just missed. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice defense with that jab. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Crawford in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the... And they're back at it again here in round 8. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Big hook doesn't land. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nice counter shot. They exchange punches. Good counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. He threw a punch and just got countered. A perfect counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. So the judges can't make up their mind.